As the piano notes hit and their voice seems to glide, the emotion behind it seems as if they put away their pride.
An old memory discussed only in their head. Smiling, they whispered to the wind, forgotten. They thought of the days to come.
The sole clarity is the clash. The silent colors collide together, and they rise and fall in quiet, their cries fading out forever.
They talked of old days, they talked of new, they talked of still silly things as children they used to do. At the end of the night, they take to the lawn and gaze up at the ceiling of the world, lighted by Leo and Pisces until she begins to yawn.
Clara, you are my world, my holy perfect angel, my spiritual supporter, my love.
Once upon a time, there lived a young princess who loved to play in the village with her best friend, a young peasant boy. Their childhood together was very lively and carefree. They spent their time slaying imaginary dragons and speaking in their own secret language. All was perfect, until the princess turned 16. Her mother banned her from spending time with the peasant boy and forced her to focus on her studies so she could become queen. 3 weeks pass. The princess is immersed in her studies as the peasant boy grows worried. The princess hears a knock at her window only to see the peasant boy staring through the glass.
What are you doing here?
Thank goodness you're alive.
Yes, I'm alive. Why wouldn't I be?
You disappeared. We've never been apart for so long. I was worried you were sick or something. And I needed to see you before... Is everything okay?
I can't leave anymore. I can't see you anymore.
The peasant sat in shock as the princess explained her mother's orders. She must stay put in the castle to study and plan for her coronation that would be taking place in only 6 short months. The princess's life would be consumed by her new queenly duties. But why? You don't even want to be queen.
I don't. Not at all. I don't know the first thing about ruling a kingdom. I don't want to rule, but I don't even have a choice. It's not fair. I can't do it.
Hey, don't worry. You're going to be a great queen. Besides, your whole life is ahead of you. You have plenty of time to learn.
And that's just it? The rest of my life I will be chained down to this kingdom when you're free! I'm sorry, that's not what
I know. But you're wrong. I was gonna tell you sooner, but you haven't been around and... I got drafted. I'm going to fight for the kingdom.
Oh, well, that's wonderful.
I leave tomorrow, and I'll miss your coronation. The young princess was absolutely stunned. She struggled to hold back her tears, and the peasant boy felt so helpless. That's when he had an idea. He stood up with his arm outstretched to the princess. She was reluctant to take his hand. I might be missing the most important day of your royal life, but I will not pass up the chance to be the first to dance with our kingdom's new queen.
I'm not the queen yet.
That just means I beat everyone else to you.
The peasant scooped up the princess. The two danced on the roof, swift and careful. The world seemed to melt away.
All that was left were 2 heavy-hearted childhood friends and the stars above.
Where did you learn to dance so well?
My mom. actually. She liked to make games out of our chores. Long story short, my first dance partner was a broom. But I think I like this better.
Tell me more.
The princess and the peasant talked about their contrasting lives until the early hours of the morning. Never had they felt so close, but so far away. That night was bittersweet for the two, as they were faced with the burden of saying goodbye. The next morning, the peasant left, to fight for his kingdom, for his queen. The princess drowned herself in her studies, hoping it would create the perfect distraction. Many years passed, and unfortunately the two lost touch. The princess was busy, finally, ruling a kingdom, the peasant fighting bravely. The letters the peasant was receiving from the princess dwindled. He had almost lost hope before he found a letter addressed to him in the same handwriting he studied every night for the first months he was away. The peasant read that letter every day until the time came. He returned back to the kingdom, home again after so long. He grabbed the letter and shoved it in his coat. It was time. To my brave knight, I would first like to thank you for your service to the kingdom. It is very admirable. Secondly, I need to apologize. My letters have been too few and far between. It pains me to write these letters, to not know if I will ever see you again. I miss you even more than I can express. But there is something important I need to tell you. I am betrothed to a prince of a distant country. It is a political arrangement for the good of our two kingdoms. But what it means to us is... Before the wedding, I need to see you again. I don't know when you get back, but the wedding is on the full moon of the 6th month. If you can't find me... No, you must find me. I at least need to see your face. Love, your fair lady. The peasant ran all the way to the castle, but when he arrived, it was too late. The doors to the castle were shutting, and the ceremony had begun. When he made it to the gate, he only got one last glimpse of her, saying "I do" to her new husband.